So hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I'm kind of dreading talking about these episodes a little bit. Every time I sit down to do one of these chatty videos, I'm like, listen, I just have a lot of thoughts, okay? Alright, so this week's episode dealt a lot with Daryl and Carol again. Kind of separately, but kind of not. It did kind of remind me of Still, which is one of my favourite episodes. I say that every time I bring it up. I don't know. There was a lot of aspects about this episode I liked, so we're gonna start with that. I liked Dog. I liked all the dog stuff. Dog getting into the kitchen, destroying the place, wrecking the place. You got to see Carol talking to Dog as if it was like, it's like her conscience. Do you know what I mean? Like she's talking to the little dog, and she's like, Daryl will come back. Don't worry. And it's like, who are you trying to assure here, Carol? Dog or you? So I thought that was really good. And like, yeah. I fucking love dogs. Every time I see a dog, I'm just like, I would literally die for you. And that's not even being dramatic. I'm the same with my dog. I'm so absolutely whipped when it comes to my dog. And she knows it. She is the fucking princess of the house. But yeah, I liked that. I feel like that worked well. I kind of mentioned it briefly in the reaction video about like Carol kind of reverting a little bit back to Susie Homemaker. Because it's like, that's the role she knows. That's how she knows to help people. She knows how to be housewife-esque. She knows how to like with Jerry, you know what I'm saying, that Jerry put up this kind of facade. They're like, oh, like I'm hungry, I need something to eat, and she's like, cool, I can fix that I can fix. And that was a big theme throughout this episode, was her trying so hard to fix stuff. Like we saw her trying to get rid of the rat, we saw her trying to fix dinner, we saw her trying to fix that weird rag thing she saw on the street and was like, ooh, I can sew that back. The seeing her go back to what she like knows, it's almost like, okay, good, dinner, this I can do. Can't relate because I can barely even eat the shit that I cook myself. I am so horrendously cursed in the kitchen, so can't relate, but like I get it, you know what I'm saying? I get when everything in your life spirals out of control, you kind of run back to what you know, and food and dinner and stuff like that is her thing. I don't know how she kind of remained so positive throughout the whole episode. You had Dog wrecking the place, you had the power cutting, you had the fact she had nothing to actually make the soup with. So it's like, she has years and years of practice with putting on the brave face, putting on the battle face, and keeping all the emotions in. But like, I would have absolutely punched my way through that dry wall far sooner in the day than she did. She lasted quite long. And to be fair, when someone wakes me up from a nap, I'm kind of vicious too, so like, I get it. Jerry in this episode was absolutely fantastic. He's one of the characters that we don't see enough of. I've said it before, like with big cast members and with big shows like this, I get it that you can't see everybody all the time, and I know that. But like that moment between Jerry and Carol at the garage door, it was just like, oh, bitch. And getting to see Jerry as a person as well, rather than just Ezekiel's sidekick or Ezekiel's friend. Getting to see him on his own, hold his own, was nice. Daryl then as well, kind of like with Carol, you had the whole, I need to fix my bike. Like, that I can do, that I know how to do. Again, when everything's spiraling out of control, it's like zone in on the one thing you can immediately fix, and the bike was that for him. I like the fact that he gave her the knife at the start of the episode and then found himself immediately needing the knife and was like, bollocks on a stick, I should have kept the knife. But like, he handled it, he managed, he was fine. Him and Carol, I don't know, I feel like I love both of them, and I've never made it a secret. They're both probably like in my top 5 favourite characters of all time ever, not even just within the show. So like, anytime we get to see them on screen is just fantastic. Extra day and a half added on to my life expectancy. It's good for my soul. But like, with these 6 bonus episodes, we only got 6 bonus episodes. I don't feel like we needed 2 episodes of Daryl and Carol. They're getting their own show. They're going to have their moment to shine. They've had their moment to shine on the show, and they're going to get their own spin-off. So given 2 different episodes to this, now even though the other one was it was Daryl's episode, and this one was very much a Carol episode. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that stuck out to me the absolute most about this was the ending. It was when Daryl was about to close the door and you see him stop and wait to hear Carol close the garage door, and it's like pride and fear. You know what I'm saying? Neither of them particularly wanted to be alone. Both of them kind of jumped when the other one was there. You know, Daryl arrived and Carol comes running out of her little kitchen like, oh, you're back. It's like, you know, when you want to be around someone or you want to reach out to somebody but you don't know how to say it, you want them to make the first move. And then if neither of you do, nothing happens and you both just go on without knowing. Not even necessarily in a romantic way. Sometimes you just need to sit and be and talk to someone. And I think that was kind of what was going on in this. He was hoping that she'd either come after him or not close the door or something. I like that about Daryl's character though. You never really know what's going on in his head, but then every now and again you get little glimpses like that. The acting was incredible in this. It always is though. Like, you can never fault the fucking acting on this show. Now I do get, like, there's a lot of people saying that it felt like filler. It felt like it was too similar to the other one. And it's like, these episodes, yeah, they do kind of have that vibe to them. They're not main show material. You know what I'm saying? They're bonus episodes. They're bonus episodes that was given and done in lockdown to kind of tide us over into season 11 when shit is going to hit the fan again. I am just most excited for Here's Negan. I have been since the news came out. I'm like, you could have just given us a full hour and a half of Here's Negan, and I probably would have preferred that. As much as I do love getting to see the different kind of happenings of what's going on with certain characters, at the same time I'm like, this episode wasn't necessarily needed. You know, you could have gotten the same point across in 15 minutes of a regular episode. So I'm like, I get it. I get the criticism. I do get what a lot of people are saying. But at the same time, I did enjoy watching it. You know? So I'm not going to be like, oh, well, fuck, burn this down. That was shit or whatever. Because personally, I liked it. It wasn't horrendous. It wasn't terrible. But it wasn't what we're used to from the show, I guess. This hairband keeps slipping back off my head. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't stop, I'm going to, like, burn you. So yeah, like I said, I'm most excited for Here's Negan. That's next week. I'm like, yes. From the promo images that we're seeing, I'm just like, this is gonna be the good shit. One thing that's really pissing me the fuck off too, and I've said it multiple times, this goddamn AMC Plus premiere, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves these days, this whole putting the episode up early, sometimes it goes up a week early, sometimes it goes up 5 days early. Nobody knows when the fuck the episode is coming out, or when you can talk about it, when you can enjoy it, you can celebrate it, because there's different release times for everyone. And if you're like me, and you're not American, then you can just go fuck yourself, because you are Johnny last to get the goddamn episode. And it's just so irritating. It's so fucking annoying. And every week I'm bombarded with people going, you know, we've seen the episode. We saw it like 4 days ago. Where's your reaction? And I'm like, it goes up on a Monday. Same time as always. It is not my fault that some goddamn company decided to fuck everything up and just surprise drop episodes early. Okay? And it's not my fault I'm European and we have absolute access to nothing. Okay? They need to stop with that shit. They need to seriously stop with that shit or figure something out, because that doesn't work. Like, there's no real sense of community when it comes to watching the episodes anymore, which fucking sucks. But anyway, that was just my 2 cents on what we've seen and what's been going on so far. Look, overall I feel like the episodes, they've been fun, they've been good, they've been interesting to watch. They've been very small and claustrophobic, but like, given the nature of the type of episodes and given the world at the moment, I'm like, I'm not surprised, you know. But I am very excited for Here's Negan, and I have a feeling that we won't be disappointed with this one. If you guys want to see more content from me, the link to my Patreon is down below, where I do a reaction to a whole bunch of shows. There's extended versions of my Walking Dead reactions going up over there. I think we're coming to an end with WandaVision soon. There's reactions to Buffy. I'm doing the Star Wars movie franchise. And then there's like other shows like Lucifer, The 100, Once Upon a Time, Daredevil, The Punisher, all stuff like that. But the link is below if you want to check that out. And the link to my Twitter and my Instagram is also chilling down there if you want to say hello or not. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon.